So, what is happening, everyone? What's going on? And welcome to another episode of Ryan's Guides. And pretty much today it is week 3. And week 3, I just want to quickly go back over what happened in week 1 and week 2. Beginners and nutrition. What we covered on week 1 was we decided we're going to make 3 to 6 different habit changes. So those 3 to 6 different habit changes were limit our bread to 2 slices per day. And number 2 off the top of my head was, so make sure with each meal there's a good source of meat. So either chicken, tuna, fish, whatever it may be. It's completely up to you, up to what you eat, what you like. Number 3 was reduce the intake of carbs in the morning. If you're a big eater later on in the evening and you like a big massive meal of carbs in the evening, reduce them in the morning when you're busy and when you're in work and stuff. So limit yourself in the morning, have a protein-based breakfast and lunch, and then in the evening, enjoy your carbs. Just by eating those carbs late at night, you're going to help improve your sleep, you're going to stop yourself from craving, all these different things, all these different benefits. Number 4 was reduce the intake of fizzy drinks to kind of 1 per day and make the zero choice, 0 calories. Why not? Once you're kind of enjoying everything with moderation, it's completely fine. So, and then number 5 was kind of eat breakfast. So those who skip breakfast and pig out at lunch, just eat breakfast. Have a big breakfast and don't pig out at lunch. Bring your lunch with you. Stop yourself from pigging out. And number 6 was take 30 minutes and just cook 1 meal every day. So every day from when we cook a meal, spend 30 minutes, make it how you want it, and sit down and enjoy it. You will appreciate it so much more when you actually spend your time and cook it. And then week 2 then for the nutrition was pretty much learning to track protein. So getting introduced to macros and stuff like that. So tracking our protein every second day. And with the beginners, I think we're actually really advanced already. So we're already learning to track our protein and we're just making habit changes. What you should probably be doing is just learning to make more habit changes. So if you have any questions, please just text me on Facebook or email me. Either one is fine. If you really suffer from something and so you know something is your downfall, I might not have gone over it, but again, that could be something we could talk about. So please feel free to message me and I'd love to help you like as much as I can. Really focus on having a good plan and knowing the direction you want to go. So don't focus on what exercise is what or which one's best for this or what food's best for weight loss or you're seeing this detox drink that everyone's drinking. Focus on your plan. Don't stray from your plan and literally stay on track and make those small goals. Eventually that will lead up to that main goal. That is the most important thing. If I could go back to when I was 16 or 15 when I first entered the gym, I wish I had just stuck to my one plan that I was given. And my one diet, I wish I wasn't jumping from this diet to that diet. And I literally have wasted 3 years of training by jumping from diet to diet and program to program. I give a program 16 weeks now before I change it. How are you supposed to know you're getting better or anything if you keep changing something? End of story. Stick to your program. That is the best advice I could give anyone just starting out in the gym right now. You might think, oh, he just doesn't want to put up another program, or I actually have programs that I could put up easily. But it's same down to, if I give you 101 different exercises to learn, 12 weeks from now, you're going to turn around and think, Jesus, I learned so much, but I actually didn't learn anything because there were so many things and now I forget them all. So if we build a basis, if we build a baseline with this simple program and these simple at-home workouts that when you can do when you can't make it to the gym, and we get a good kind of fitness level up, then we can start introducing new programs, new exercises. But for now, there is no need to. Like I said, the best advice I can give is stick to a plan. Just stick to a specific plan. It doesn't have to be my plan. If you're following someone else, stick to their plan. Don't jump from my plan to his plan to her plan. Just pick one plan and stick to that. Intensity is everything. So every time you go to the gym, you should push yourself further than you did last week. That is end of story. That is something I always live by and will always live by. Even though I stick to the same program, I change my intensity. It ups. Every week I come in, I'm trying to be better at what I was doing last week. That's what is key. Kind of onto the intermediates and kind of what we covered in the first week and second week. So intermediates, we done the upper body, lower body split. We done what we're trying to get you in between 4 to 5 times a week. Plan is the most important thing I can possibly say. Plan, stick to a plan. That is the most important thing. With use, intensity is very important, because even though you're an intermediate and you're just getting back into it, you might have been going to the gym a year or two, you're at a disadvantage, because most people don't know this, but beginners have this advantage of actually being able to lose body fat and build muscle at the same time. So just think about that. As an intermediate, you're actually going to find it a little bit harder to build muscle and lose fat. So you might actually have to pick one. Decide whether it is you want to bulk up. If you want to bulk up, well then you need to increase your calories. I always recommend about 300 to 500 above your maintenance level. And if you want to cut, if you want to like get some definition and kind of bring out your abs and your arms and stuff, you want to be in a cutting phase. So you want to be about around 500 calories below your maintenance levels. So in a calorie deficit. Intermediates now, I want you to decide right now, what is it you want? Do you want to be lean? Do you want to have visible abs? Do you want to have visible arms? Or do you want to build muscle and get big? You will also gain fat and muscle at the same time. It is impossible just to gain one, like it is impossible just to lose one. When you go into a cutting phase, you will lose a little bit of fat. You will lose fat and a small bit of muscle too, depending on how much of a calorie deficit you go into. Other than that, that is what I would recommend for intermediates. Pick right now what it is you want to do. Bulk, cut, and go for it. So there is no significant connection between fat and weight gain. It is all down to the amount of calories you're eating in a day. End of story. Fat, carbs, protein, sugar, whatever it is, it does not matter. It is, if you overeat, you gain weight. We said we're going to aim for that 2.5 pound weight loss last week. I hope we all achieved it. I hope that we're all remembering to make sure that the scales we're using is always the same. It's always in the same spot. We're always doing it with the same routine. When you weigh yourself, you're actually testing yourself, you're testing your weight. So when you weigh yourself on that Monday and you drink 2 liters of water, or you don't drink 2 liters of water, you do the exact same thing next Monday. It's so that it stays the exact same, so you can track it. Because it's not really trackable if you drink 2 liters this week and then you drink 10 liters the next week. It's not trackable. The weight's going to be completely off, and you're going to think that you didn't lose weight when you did. You just be carrying a little bit of water or something. Could be something small. But we're going to aim for just a pound weight loss this week. So 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So there's 7 days in a week, right? So 7 divided by 3,500 is 500. So that means if you reduced your calories by 500 per day, you would lose a pound in that week. That's without cardio or without training or without anything like that. So 1 pound this week, just gonna keep everything nice and simple. What we can take from this video is pretty much for beginners, the plan is the most important thing. I can't stress that enough. If you worry about too much other stuff, it just gets all too complicated and just gets too much. Intermediates, bulking, or are you cutting? Are you trying to build muscle, or are you trying to drop body fat? Are you trying to get abs, or are you trying to decide now what it is you're doing and go for that goal. Don't 1 week go for this, 1 week go for that. And diet, track your protein, track your fats, and aim for that 1 pound weight loss. If you're bulking, aim for that 1 pound weight gain. Don't overdo it and try aim for 10 pounds in 1 week. My email is linked in below, my Facebook page is linked below, my Instagram, my Snapchat, everything. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. So yeah, that concludes another episode of kind of Ryan's Guides. And so yeah, please make sure you like this video if you found it helpful. Comment if you have any questions, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the most important thing. Really gives this channel a help. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe everyone.